So guys, welcome back to our weekly forex forecast. In this video, this week we have pretty interesting trade setup or even pretty good market condition right now. Well, what is the pair that we should trade in this week, and also what is the macro data that we should keep an eye for in this week? Well, in this video I'm going to discuss about that. And before we go to chart, as usual, I'm Alex, your technical analyst from FundYourFX, and let's go straight to the chart. Okay, first of all, before we go to chart, okay, we are going to talk about the macro data that is going to get released in this week. Well, actually, we will eventually going to skip on the US macro data release because the US government is still on its shutdown, but we are going to talk about it in this macro data. On Tuesday, we are going to have the CB consumer confidence, which is right there. On Wednesday, we will have BOC or Bank of Canada interest rate decision. We are going to see FOMC statement, Fed interest rate decision, and also the FOMC press conference. But I'm not sure if the Fed interest rate decision is going to get released because the Federal Reserve is not getting the job data or even inflation data because the US government is still on its shutdown. On Thursday, we are going to have Bank of Japan interest rate decision. From the Euro side, we have German GDP. And then from US side, we have GDP quarter on quarter. On Euro side, another one, we have German CPI month on month. On the Eurozone, we will have the Euro Central Bank interest rate decision, which is on October. And then ECB press conference or the Euro Central Bank press conference. On Friday, we'll have CPI year on year from Eurozone, and then PCE price index for the US side. Well, that's pretty much it for today. The most critical, the most important data, macro data that you have to keep an eye for. And let's talk about the trading pair that we should keep an eye for in this week. But before we talk about the trading pair and we are going to talk about trading, you can start trading with us, okay, that we have 40% off on all our instant funding plan, and then we also have 25% off on all our evaluation plan. Well, this offer ends on 27th October, which is today, so grab it fast after you see this video or you will not get any more promo after this. Okay, let's go back to the chart and let's talk about the DXY. First of all, let's talk about the DXY. Okay, for the last couple of days, the last week, we have already made some kind of analysis that we make a conclusion that the price will likely to visit the breakaway gap. The price already visit or near the breakaway gap, but the price haven't been touch the breakaway gap zone, so that in this kind of movement right there, we see a sign of rejection or slowing down in the upside momentum. So we can have an idea that on the DXY for our chart that the price will likely to revisit the breakaway gap, absorbing all the demand zone, and then it can continue in bullish direction. But to be in mind that on the 4-hour chart of DXY or the dollar index, the price already make change of character right there. Okay, this is the change of character right there. Okay, this is the change of character, and then there's potential that the DXY will move to another bearish momentum. But right now, because the structure hasn't been validated yet, so we can option for the buy position because the structure is still in the bullish side. Okay, so let's check out on the another one, which is the, I think, Euro Canada. Okay, let me check. Yep, Euro Canada. Okay, on the EURCAD, this is very interesting setup right there. Okay, we can see that there is very bullish rejection momentum on the demand zone, and we look here, the support hasn't been break yet, and it was actually the good sign Okay, if you see right there, the price already made another support, which is right there. Support is came at 1.6 to 130, and resistance will came at 1.64675. Okay, this is pretty simple setup. You can enter long position eventually because you will see that on the demand zone right there, right here, the price already make a rejection and there is a quite a good amount of volume on this green candle, okay, measured as the bullish continuation candle, sorry. So we can determine that the price will likely to continue to the upside momentum. Okay, so if you're asking where's the next target or the take profit target, the take profit target, to be safe, okay, you can aim for the fair value gap, which is at 1.64305 until this one 1.6007. So this is the fair value gap, but you want to set your maximum take profit or your final take profit onto the last resistance, which is right there, right here. Okay, so fair value gap can be your first take profit, and then your final take profit you can choose on the resistance. Why you will have the second take profit or the first take profit? Because I see that there is a plenty of high bear volume or supply in fair value gap, so there is high likely that the price will correct or make a correction or make a pullback in the zone before it continue to climb to the resistance or even make another all-time high. So that's pretty much it for the Euro Canada. Let's talk about gold, because gold is very interesting. Okay, the gold market in the last 2 months, 2 months already gained about 24% in the last 2 months, which is crazy. And right now on the forward chart, like we see right there in the chart right now, the price makes a double bottom, I mean the double top, apologize for that. So the price of gold in the forward chart already made the double top formation, and then we can see that from the double top formation there is a sign that the gold market will likely to move to make a transition to the bearish structure. But from the structure itself, it has not been validated yet. Why? Because for the bear momentum or bear structure, at least we want to see two lows and two lower high. Okay, that's pretty much it. Or two lower trough and then two lower peak. It's pretty simple, but right now we only see there is a sign of change character right there. Here, let me draw it for you. This is the change of character happened there. Okay, change of character. And then right now the price seems like to catch the fair value gap zone as supply, which is right here. This is the fair value gap as supply zone. So for now, if you want to take a long position, you can right now, but do not be late because the fair value gap is quite near the price that we have right now, which is right there. So maybe let's check out the pips. It's around, I think, 100 more pips. Yep. Yeah, quite a bit, like 100 pips. Okay. And we want to see right there. So what is the next plan for gold market right now? If you are a trader, of course, you want to wait and see. If you are a swing trader, you want to wait and see that the bearish momentum will likely to, well, appear on the forward chart right now. But okay, because we cannot see that there's only first signal of the price will likely to continue in bearish momentum, but actually we haven't entered the bear market yet because it hasn't been validated by the pause or the break of the support right there, or break of structure or the pause. So right now we can option for the buy position because the strong bullish momentum here on stochastic is still sufficient enough to catch on the fair value gap as supply. So you want to set your take profit on the fair value gap, and you want to take your stop loss point below your entry point, which is very simple. But for me, myself, personally, I'm going to skip trading on the gold market right now because it is very volatile and it's very aggressive. Its momentum, its movement is very aggressive. So I'm going to skip this one and I'm going to wait and see which setup is better, which is long or short position. And then if I have clear setup for me to trade, I can enter or make trading plan on the gold market. But by this case right there, this is pretty simple. So the plan for gold market is pretty simple because we see there is only a sign of reversal right there by the double top formation, but we haven't seen the structure change, that there is no two lower trough and two lower peaks. So the trend transition hasn't been validated yet, so we can option for long position as long as the price keep above the support level, which is right there. The support level came at around 4004. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. Unfortunately that we doesn't have any of the small talk about the macroeconomy because I don't have any data, up-to-date data, rather than on the technical side. So guys, well, thank you so much for watching this video and I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you enjoy this video, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to like, comment and share this video. If you find out this video is helpful and you want to help your friend to find the best pair to trade this week, you can share this video to your friend. And also don't forget to follow our TikTok, X and Instagram so you can get notified if I made this kind of video. So guys, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you again in the next week. Bye bye.